Just imagine having a microchip implanted in your hand as proof of vaccination.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
What up, y'all? It's Devin with UPTV, aka the Dot Connector. In real talk, I can never stress enough how incredibly close we are to the day that we'll wake up and find ourselves in a technological sci-fi futuristic world where people will literally choose to become a cyborg rather than a natural human. And many of us know that this is already happening in places like Sweden, where people are having chipping parties and getting the RFID microchip implant in their hand. And while many of us will resist this technology, today there are far more people walking this earth right now that are open to the ideal of getting a human upgrade by becoming part man and part machine than those who are not. But the ideal isn't to get the person in his 20s, 30s, and 40s on board with this technological singularity. The ideal is to get your kids so dependent on technology like video games, phones, tablets, FaceTime, Zoom, virtual assistants like Google, Alexa, and Siri, which is teaching us how to communicate with AI, how to talk to and understand artificial intelligence, TVs, computers, social media, and more, so that when the time comes, they won't even think twice about getting chipped. They won't think twice about getting a brain chip implant. They'll do it because of the incredible things you'll be able to do with this technology. Imagine being able to instantly download information to your brain. Imagine listening to your favorite song just by thinking about it. Imagine being able to play a video game or connect your brain to a digital server where you can be who you want and what you want. A digital world like the movie Ready Player One, where you could have godlike abilities by becoming your favorite character or superhero. In the future, people won't resist brain chips or getting the microchip in their hand. They'll beg for this technology, which they claim will have the ability to upgrade a human from a man to a god, until eventually they'll pass laws that require any child going to a public school to get the implants, and finally they'll require every human to be chipped at birth. And the sad reality of it all is the simple fact that people don't realize exactly how close we are to this becoming a reality. A company in Sweden has already created a way for the microchip to be used conveniently as a vaccine passport. The future is now, and one day soon, almost every person on the planet may decide that becoming a cyborg is a lot better than being a human. Family, I'm very concerned about food shortages coming to America. No, not local or short-lived shortages. I'm talking about a national food shortage that will affect everyone, everywhere, for a very long time. Would you be ready if that happened? Probably not. That's why I urge you to get some long-term storage emergency food from my friends at My Patriot Supply. They're the original Patriot Survival Company. Over the past decade, they've served millions of American families like yours. Their mission is your survival, and right now you can save 25% on a 4-week kit of emergency food that will save the day, probably soon. This 4-week kit has a wide variety of delicious food that provides over 2,000 calories per day, the right amount for optimum survival. Go to UPTVsurvival.com so you can claim your 4-week emergency food kit and save 25% in the process. Order a tasty starter kit for each member of the family, and they'll ship everything quickly and discreetly to your door. That's UPTVsurvival.com. All over the world, people are completely unaware and unprepared for what the global elite has planned next, from the Great Reset to Agenda 2030 and even transhumanism. A great number of people don't see any of this coming, or they just simply don't care because they are living in constant survival mode. But there is one place in the world where you can go where people are already accepting this new reality as the norm. If you said Sweden, then congratulations, you are correct. While many people in countries like most of the US, Australia, and even the UK have resisted the idea of even carrying around a paper vaccine passport, in Sweden, a company has come up with a solution for everybody. They created a microchip implant in your arm that, when scanned, will show proof of your vaccination status.
A Swedish company specialized in microchip implants promotes the use of their device to carry the COVID pass, saying that the chip makes the data more accessible even if a person doesn't have their phone with them. The chip implant is placed in the arm and programmed so that when the chip is read by a smartphone, it opens up a PDF file which contains a person's COVID passport. This makes it easier for different entities to check the health status of the individual.
Some people may believe that people in the United States will never accept a microchip implant. The truth is, they already have. Only 4 years ago, a Wisconsin company had what they called a chip and salsa party. At this party, employees of the company were able to voluntarily get microchip, which many of them did just that. Over the years, we have heard reports of whole families in America getting chipped. And who could ever forget about the time rapper Kid Buu got chipped on camera for the whole world to see? There was a time when everyone thought this was all just a conspiracy theory, but as you can see, it is not. Back in 2009, Aaron Ruscio, an American entertainment businessman, film producer and director, and political activist, did an interview with InfoWars claiming that Nicholas Rockefeller not only revealed the plans of the elite to him before 9/11, but also he told him that the end goal was to create a one world government with a new digital currency and for everybody on the planet to be chipped. When you start connecting the dots, it becomes clear that Aaron Ruscio was right, and everything he spoke about is happening right now in front of our faces.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips.
Merging yourself with technology could possibly be one of the worst life decisions anyone could make. As we all know, the elite love to hide their plans in movies and TV shows. But one movie I never heard mentioned that explores exactly what one of the biggest dangers of getting a microchip implant could be is none other than Star Wars. This movie even explores the ideal of human cloning. In the movie, a clone army is created to assist the Jedi and the whole Republic in a war that they were having with the Sith and the Separatists. What the Jedi didn't know was every single clone had a microchip implanted in their brain. The Sith Lord was able to use these chips to control the minds of every single clone that had a chip in their brain, with one command, which was eerily execute Order 66. The Sith Lord was able to turn the clones against the Jedi. If you don't think that a world government won't abuse its power by deciding to one day use microchips as a way to control minds, then think again. Not only have they used tech like phones and computers to spy on us while stealing our data for their financial gain, they also have abused their power when it comes to everyday political and world issues like mandating masks, vaccines, and vaccine passports.
For this teenager, microchips, it seems, are in her DNA.
Felicia is my daughter and I'm the father.
So you're a microchip family?
We will become one now today, yes.
Magnus and his daughter Felicia have come here together tonight because they believe this is the future.
You're going to have an upgraded dad.
Yeah.
As they say, it was good being a human, but being a cyborg is better. Didn't feel a thing.
It's a quick, simple procedure with potentially huge significance.
So you're officially part machine. How does it feel?
This is awesome. How cool is that? Good job.
Do you think in a few years' time, in a decade perhaps, we'll all have things like this?
Yes, of course. I really do think.
For around £130, anyone can get a tiny microchip like this inserted just beneath the skin in their hands. I can't help feeling a bit squeamish about it. but maybe I'm just behind the times.
When you start to research and find out how many people have already accepted a microchip implant, it could be shocking to discover that these same people are actually excited about becoming a cyborg. Transhumanism has constantly been promoted to us in movies, TV shows, and video games. What was only once considered as science fiction is quickly becoming science fact.
This is a microchipping party. Hannah's getting an electronic chip implanted into her hand. She believes one day we'll all be chipped like her.
So congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you.
You've been chipped?
Yes, I have.
How does it feel?
It feels good. I'm excited to see what I'll be able to do now.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can feel it there. I feel like this is the future. It's the next big thing that's gonna happen. Happy Cyborg birthday.
Becoming a cyborg may not be for everybody right now, but I believe that by the year 2030, more people than you think will willingly become less human and more machine. While it's easy to see how this technology could be easily used for the Antichrist and his mark, it doesn't seem as if many people are concerned. Perhaps they really believe we are taking a step in the right direction into a brave new world. But I see a future where all mankind is fully enslaved and under total mind control.
If the government was pushing a microchip, an RFID chip in the hand that holds all your cash, all your information, car keys and stuff like that, would you be willing to get it?
I'd be a little skeptical at first.
A little skeptical?
Yeah.
But would you consider it?
After I see a few people get it, maybe I would.
Okay. But what are your thoughts? Is a microchip implant a good way to store your vaccine passport data? Would you be willing to one day get microchip? Is the microchip the mark of the beast? Sound off in the comment section and let me know. And because there will be no UpTV without viewers like you, I would like to give a special shout out to anybody who has donated or supported the channel in any type of way. This is Devin with UpTV. I love you, family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also hit that bell so you get notified anytime I upload a video. As always, give your life to Yeshua, and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.
No, same reason I won't get the vaccine.
Okay, okay.
Hell no.
And why?
Because I believe that that's against my rights.
Okay.
No.
No. And why is that?
Because, like, they say that might just be for that, but you never know. Like, it might be for a lot of other things, and I don't trust that going in my hand.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, no.
I think people who trust the government, there's something mentally wrong with them.
Yeah, because, like, they're hiding so much stuff from us that we don't even know.
Yeah.
And they release it in little bits and then expect us to believe it.
Thank you for watching UpTV. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here. And don't forget to subscribe to UpTV and UpTV2 for even more great videos.